So guys, at this point I'm almost a week in Manila. Stayed in the area of BGC, kind of like the most modern business district. Went to the old town, went to the Chinatown, and really got like a huge contrast of different experiences. And last night, we moved into Makati. So Makati is kind of like, as far as I understand, the first like skyrise, banking district, business district, and you know, everything, as far as I understand, is under the umbrella of Metro Manila. So Metro Manila, over 10 million people. And for me, it's always interesting a little bit like how would it be to live in modern Manila? And after a few days in BGC, I have to say, I had mixed feelings about it. I got a bit tired of it, and I'll tell you maybe later why. But so far, the first day in Makati is interesting. I like it. It has a little bit more flavor, it's a little bit more alive. This area is called Poblacion. There's also the red light district. But as of right now, what do we got here? We got the IEM Hotel. Ali is staying there actually right now. We're gonna go meet him. Let's go see what Ali is up to. And let me take you along a little bit on the day of how would it be to live in, modern Manila. How is it here? Hello. How are you? Wayne, how you doing?
See you, bro.
Yeah, I'm 70 pounds. Already took a nap?
I have to test out the bed, obviously.
So guys, special guest in today's Makati video, we got...
Hello!
Oh, you probably saw him already at this point. So you just moved in today here?
First day, yeah. It's only going to be one night. It's pretty expensive here, man.
Yeah, but at the same time, actually, this hotel, what is it? The IEM Hotel, the one to like push them too much, but it was the only rooftop bar I've been so far in Manila, and it's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Maybe we can go check the roof as well. Is it your first time seeing the Manila skyline? Like this?
Yeah. Like obviously we've been staying in old Manila. This is just completely different, right? It's like the nice skyscrapers. Kind of like a little bit of a Dubai.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, just like big city, and honestly, a lot of Bangkok vibe. Yeah. Let's say Bangkok is a little bit, let's see if we can go up there. It's a little bit thicker in terms of how many like big buildings. The skyline is just like full of buildings. There's no like free space. So, yeah, came up to the roof of the hotel here. Maybe in the evenings gonna have something running. This is nice actually. All right, and so this is the view of Makati. So this area here is kind of like, I think, a little bit more the nightlife, party area, red light district as well. And over there, that's kind of like the business district, the big malls. Yesterday, actually, last night I walked through it, but not during the day, so let's go hit the streets. Okay guys, hitting the streets of Makati. And you know, the thing is, I would say there's a big difference to the other area I showed you in the previous video, BGC. Like BGC is a little bit like, it's like boring almost, right?
Yeah.
It's like very quiet. Like I think it's nice if you just want to, like, let's say, sit in a cafe, get some work done, but it just feels like slow.
Yeah.
You know, you don't even see many people on the streets, maybe like a few people who work in offices. But here, very, very alive. I mean, you see it, the action is going on. To me, it kind of feels like Old Town in a modern setting a little bit. Yeah. Like the crowds are real, so let's go in. I think the side street look a little bit different. I actually like it here. It's like a nice mix of like rough and modern. Okay guys, so in a second we're gonna be back a little bit strolling through modern Manila. But first, a word from today's video sponsor, Level 8. So for a few months already I've been traveling with this super nice aluminium carry-on from Level 8. So if you've been around here for a while, you know that for the past 5 years I've been almost exclusively traveling with carry-on, and while now I also have a checked luggage, I have to say just the convenience of having a nice high quality carry-on. This is fully aluminum, and just being on the road with it, the way it looks, the way you can organize everything inside, you just flip it open, put it on your bed. And this is the premium line. Quality is absolutely incredible, but they also have pieces that are a little bit more affordable. All of them are extremely stylish. I will link the website down below together with my code of 15%. So actually very recently I did a giveaway of one of these pieces on my Instagram page, and maybe I'll do one in the future, but the page of Level 8 itself, they have like epic giveaways. Like right now I believe they're giving away flights. Sometimes it's a piece of luggage or just generally their deals, and with my code Danny15 you can get 15% off of any of their pieces. I'll link it down below, and with that, let's dive into Manila. So I was just telling to Ali actually that the first time I was in this area, I just liked it. I saw the big buildings. I thought it was like really, it's like super big city vibe. And it did reminded me of, let's say, US big cities, Chicago, maybe even New York a little bit. But now that I walk around, honestly, at some points, just the infrastructure is just like absolutely like American big city vibe, especially with the Starbucks on the corners and things like that. So I think the goal right now is going to be to check out the different areas of Makati. So we're going to the Ayala Triangle, so a bit of a greenery park. Let's call it the Central Park of Makati. And as of right now, this area is, I think, Salcedo. That's what it's called. And what you also see is you see a lot of construction still, so that's kind of good to see. The area is expanding. There's going to be new buildings coming. And honestly, I like a little bit this feeling of, let's check out the shop. Looks like a Mexican taco stand. Like a little bit this mix of modern, but hello, how are you? You're on a lunch break?
No, actually snack, only snack.
Sorry?
Snack.
Snack.
Yeah.
Very good, very good. What are we having here?
We have a spaghetti.
Spaghetti. Ali, you love Filipino spaghetti.
We have a tupa.
Nice.
Kasaba.
Nice, nice. Maybe a bit later. We're
Okay.
looking for coffee. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Where you are from?
UK.
UK?
Right, thank you. I'm like every time, what should I say? As I've said. Now I finally found where I'm from. Germany, Ukraine. Germany, Ukraine. There was a guy asking me at the place we stayed before where I'm from, and I told him Ukraine. And he's like, ah, UK. And I'm like, I'm like, might as well. Might as well.
Well, funny you say that. Yesterday I said to someone I live in the UK, and they said Ukraine. So it's the total opposite.
Seriously. Okay, interesting. So yeah, that's kind of what I was saying. It's a nice mix of, overall it's very, very modern here, mostly clean, you could say, depending what street you walk into. So yeah, I feel definitely super comfortable. At the same time, I do like, I think that's better if we cross over again. At the same time, I do like that they haven't like super like clean washed it as BGC maybe a little bit. You still have kind of like these little authentic stands by the side of the road. We're gonna take the walk down?
Yeah, let's do it.
So Ali's also kicking off his video, so you can check that out. And yeah, I think right now we're heading to a place that is called the Triangle Park. A little bit of a central park of Makati. Let's see. So the way you get around is like through these underground walking paths. Okay, made it into the Triangle Gardens, and I gotta say I really love when a big city has a greenery area, and luckily it's becoming more and more common that that's how people try to structure their cities. So got a nice little greenery area in the middle and tons of cats. I just saw a sign, don't feed the cats, don't pet the cats. Damn, this one looks like has been living an adventurous life, to say the least. Look at this big one here. Hey, what's up? You got a big face going. What do we got here? Make it happen, Makati. Ali, make it happen, bro. Huh? Gotta make it happen, man.
Make it happen.
Oh, that's a very, very nice visual. Have you seen all the cats?
There's a lot of cats. These cats look good, huh? The ones we saw in BCG were rough.
Yeah, man. We need more love for the cats. Hey, Tiger. Are you meditating? Ah, damn, you look cute. Oh yeah. You know, now that I think of it, the sign kind of makes sense. It's like, don't abandon your own cat here. It's like some people who might want to, whatever, leave your cat behind might be thinking like, hey, they're chilling out here, they're having a crowd, maybe I'll just put mine to it. Oh, look at this one. All right, so super nice park, but at the same time also we got approached by the security, not allowed to film here. First time in the Philippines actually, it's funny. Okay, and even though it's the modern district, they still got the old school jeepneys kind of like passing through here. I say it in every video, you know, it's like very one of a kind, so come to Philippines while they still have them, probably for another few years at least. So this is a little bit the street, got tons of banks, very much a banking district, and the infamous, the culprit of the streets here. Nah, I love these buses. Seriously. What a legend. Got you like a really nice circle, Makati Ave, Ayala Ave, so it feels like this is kind of like one of the main crossings. Got some nice luxury hotels here. They do look very, very old. I think the peninsula is like around 30-40 years old. I just looked up. Shangri-La. Okay, so made it a little bit to the other side. I think just visually this is kind of like my favorite intersection here of the city area. And while I'm walking, actually, just to share with you a little bit, also I've been shooting around emails, so planning the trip in the Philippines for the next 3 weeks, and definitely gonna go to Palawan. So I've been reaching out to a few different like interesting places to shoot, and I think we're gonna be staying at some bubble hotels right at the beach, so I'm very, very excited about that. Be ready for the next videos. This is just very much the beginning of a, yeah, I think this travel series is going to be a lot about more raw vlogs, just documenting the day-to-day life, the different ways of getting around the country, what I'm up to, hanging out with the boys. Look at this man, he's working freaking hard. Seriously, he just started doing YouTube like half a year ago. He's approaching 60-70K now, probably by the time you're watching 100, and he's literally shooting like multiple videos a day. I've done it in 2019 when I was just starting out with YouTube, and yeah, the hustle is real. This man's barely sleeping in the bag there, so let's get him some coffee. Let's go to the mall and let me take you for a bit of a, yeah, I have to say, just generally when it comes to the question of living in a area, or let's say what I'm looking for, is just to be able to stroll around, to be able to go for an extended walk without just like running into like whatever, like the pedestrian way ending. And in some Asian, Southeast Asian cities especially, sometimes you cannot really properly go for a walk, so this is something that I really like about Makati. You can go for extended walks through the city and yeah, just get your steps in, get your cardio in. So let's head to the mall.
Let's go.
I was just talking about how you're shooting like 3-4 videos a day. Freaking hustling, man.
Yeah, boot camp, man.
Nice. And it's, what is it, 5 p.m. so it's getting nice and busy. Before walking around was actually like a little bit, even like a little bit abandoned, the city, but that's kind of like very characteristic of business districts, that during the day they're sort of empty. But I think it's gonna be fairly packed right now, as you see. Hello. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna walk in. Alrighty guys, definitely a bit exhausted walking around. Already have like a 10,000 step mark at this point, and I'm seeing this Mom and Tina's Bakery Cafe. Nothing too crazy on the outside, but if you look in, I don't know, it just looks kind of inviting. So let's see what they have over here. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Do you do coffee?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So got a bunch of different treats here. Coconut cupcake looks wild.
And which one, sir? Okay. Is it possible I can go?
Alrighty, so I'm gonna be sitting outside. I think it's a little bit more vibey. Yeah, I feel like they're going for a bit of a little street French cafe vibe. I think they did a pretty nice job. The things are a bit pricey, you know? Like $2 for a muffin. I mean, It's all right. It's like Starbucks prices, cannot complain. And generally, like if you're a little bit more in the business district anywhere in the world, but also especially in the Philippines, you kind of like pay a little bit for the, let's say if you're gonna go out to a different area, if you're gonna go to like a local pastry shop, you're gonna pay like 10 cents or something for a muffin. But it's nice to experience a nice area like that.
Here we go. This is the banana one?
Yeah.
This is the red velvet. Oh my god, look at them.
Ali's going crazy. Is that the secret to the guns?
Unfortunately not.
No. Sitting down here for a little quick coffee. And Ali was saying like, let's just head to a Starbucks, and usually, you know, quick option. What I'm actually kind of surprised is there's very few countries, there's a few that they price Starbucks lower, you know, than others, but Philippines is not. So that's why I personally like to more check out the local cafes. They're usually still priced the same in an area like that, but this one actually looks very, very homey. I'm kind of curious if it's a chain or not. But yeah, very like, I don't know, European vibe, kind of like maybe not quite French cafe, but just sitting outside. I was just telling to Ali if we would have like a little stick right now, a little cigarette, could have some Paris vibes. I don't smoke, but for this occasion. Or actually, are we going for shisha tonight? Do you want?
Possibly.
Like, possibly. All right, we're working.
But the cream really, really makes it, guys, delicious, man.
Alrighty guys, and all of that good stuff comes out at 435 pesitos, which is pretty much like $8. So very much like a Western price. You could say $2-3 for the coffee, $3, $2 for the cupcakes. But it was very nice to sit down here. So there's a lot of cafes in the area. That's what I like about it. Okay, so after a nice little coffee, we're heading off to the other. I don't know if we're gonna visit all the different areas of Makati, but I really wanna get a feeling for the district. So we're gonna be going to a place that is called, I think, Legazpi. There's, so, yeah, let's check it out, Legazpi. We are approaching the Legazpi Active Park. So yeah, definitely, actually, somewhat unexpectedly, the area is huge and it's everywhere sort of similar. You have a few roads that are kind of like a little bit more busier, a little bit more active, and a few more of these side roads. Damn, that looks freaking good. Toby's Estate Coffee Roasters. I'm sure their coffee is a bit stronger. Let's see if we can try and cross the road. Well, they did say in this other cafe that it was something like grandma's cafe, like grandma cannot take that caffeine, so yeah, got a nice little dog park, and I would say that's really what makes a place livable. So yeah, overall, yeah, definitely my expectations are blown out of the way for Makati, because BGC, the area I showed you in the previous video, while let's say more newer and more nicer, it's a little bit limited the space. There's like, you cannot walk to too many places. Like, kind of like in 2 days I walked through most of it. So yeah, if I would have to choose a place where to stay, probably it would be in one of these condo buildings looking down at the park. Jogging path. Damn, I could get the steps in here. Right, we got people with their dogs. I'm guessing, is that her dogs or is she a dog walker?
Are these all your dogs?
Yeah.
Oh my god, they're so cute. How old are they?
Oh, look at this one.
3, 2, and 1.
3, 2, and 1. Oh my god. Hello. So cute. Oh my god. Look at this beauty. Oh,
This one wants some love.
oh, this one's looking at the camera.
And after filming the past few days in the Old Town, I have to say this is almost therapeutic being out here, out in a dog park. You know, there's always these people who come to a dog park not having a dog. It's always like, hey, I'm here for mental healing. So, have to say, Makati, very, very much exceeded the expectations. I thought it would be a bit of a smaller area, as mentioned before. And yeah, I think this is right now the last full day in Manila. Me and Ali maybe are gonna hit up the mall. And in very many ways, this is just the beginning of a big Philippines series. We're gonna be going to the islands, to definitely some places I've been before, but also some new places. I'm gonna show the boys around. And if you're new here, my name is Dan, and for the past, I think at this point, yeah, soon it's gonna be 6 years. I've been documenting my life here on the channel. A life documenting in the videos about building a life around the world with more freedom, more opportunity, and also more adventure. And this part, I think, is gonna be kicking off in the next few days. Gonna be catching a flight to the islands. And so, see you very soon.